House of the Dragon, Season 1, Episode 8. Watch the full episode and show on HBO Max.
It's been near 6 years since I last saw my lord husband, Maester.
6 years? Who's talking? What are we doing? What are we talking about?
I love my brother. But we must be honest with ourselves.
What are you saying, my dude?
Who will take the Driftwood throne?
Oh, another greedy one enters the picture.
On his death, the seat passes.
To Viserys Velaryon, as is my lord husband's desire.
Another freaking problem. Just what we needed, right? I thought we had enough problems. I'm kinda shocked with the beginning. Going straight into that?
But what of the Velaryon line? Is it to be snuffed out?
I don't know what to say. I kinda understand his point, to be fair.
My cousin the king would have your tongue.
Well, this is quite a twist, actually, if you think about it.
Throne these days, good sister. It's a queen.
Yo, this show, just on a different level with all its drama. Just quickly about this show, it kinda doesn't feel like a story in my opinion. This feels more like a documentary type of show. There is a clear theme, but the events are not as coherent as they are in a traditional story. Personally, I quite like that. It feels like a unique experience, something I haven't really seen before. Anyway, in the end, after some much needed reflection, I've come to the conclusion that I like how the whole Laenor situation went. I also wouldn't have minded if Laenor escaped, and if that wasn't according to the plan. It would have been interesting to see him go for revenge, if he is that type of person. But this probably fits his personality better, and Rhaenyra's as well. At least we know that she ain't a cold-blooded psycho. She has her questionable traits, but she ain't a sick killer, and for me, that is a relief. I don't know how many crazy Targaryens I can handle. If anything, we need to diversify them. Now, the question is, how will the Velaryons respond to this? Cause I assume they don't know. This is kind of a top secret plan, and they might in fact suspect Rhaenyra and Daemon. But they don't have any proof. I would think that the relation to Daemon and Rhaenyra is damaged after this incident. It would be a bit strange otherwise. It does feel like we have three sides right now. Anyway, let's talk about Alicent for a brief moment. Wow, she went mad in the previous episode. I understand that might be how you respond as a parent initially, but I'm not sure this was so much about protecting her kids, as it was trying to take down Rhaenyra. I feel like this is all she's thinking about currently. Everything is always in contrast to Rhaenyra, and that isn't really an alpha move. Can we use terms like that? It feels kinda cringy, right? Anyway, which side is stronger then? I suppose the official side still holds most of the power, especially now that we don't know where the Velaryons stand. Having Otto and Larys on your side is huge. I'm not sure Rhaenyra has anyone like that on her side, but maybe Daemon is a bit like that. At least he knows the game. 3 characters will eventually get burned in this story. That's my little prediction, and the name of the flame that burns them is ambition. I'm talking about Otto, Daemon, and Corlys. Well, Corlys has already been burned. Those are some tough scars. Also, I'm over on Patreon. I offer full-length reactions, early access, and exclusive content. Take a look if you're interested. Thank you so much for the support.
He means to call into question Luke's legitimacy. And by extension, Jace, and by extension, my own claim to the throne.
So, what are we gonna do about that?
Has the Viper's venom spread so far?
Those vipers rule in my father's name. And my father...
What's up with your father? Tell us about it.
Your guests have arrived, Your Grace.
Time to end this meeting then.
It was my understanding Lord Corlys wished for his grandson, Viserys, to succeed him as Lord of the Tides.
I can't believe that's it for Corlys.
It's about the prince. There's been a delicate situation in his apartments.
What now? Oh my god, he's turning to Gollum. I'm actually surprised he lived for this long. Look at the state he's in. No wonder Alicent is in power. Man, he's suffering.
You are to affirm your position for Viserys, to be Corlys Velaryon's successor.
Something happened to Lord Corlys.
Nope, he is not alright. The king is gone. Completely gone. Your tea?
This?
Yes.
Don't give him the wrong thing though. What are you sniffing, Daemon? Many of you are not subscribed. If you enjoy what I'm doing, I'd appreciate it if you stayed. What is going on here now? What happened? Explain this to us. Why is she so terrified? What happened?
I asked him to stop, Your Grace. He did. Truly. You must believe me.
Alright. Man.
I believe you. You do?
You do, but what are you gonna do about it?
If anyone else were to hear about this.
I haven't told anyone.
You told Sir Eric, and Talia, and now me.
Uh-oh. But I'm very worried for this girl. What the hell will happen to her? Now, which prince exactly are we talking about? I know that the oldest one was crazy.
It's best to be certain.
I don't know if I would trust that, but what can you do as that girl? You can't be like, nah, I don't want this. Alicent, you are becoming what you hated the most.
Aegon!
So it was him. Yuck. I didn't need to see that. And that is not the same person.
Something happened.
Diana.
He's like, who? Who is that?
Why? What is it today?
Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna complain. He deserved that. And a bit more. Close your fist next time.
You are no son of mine.
Oh, those are some harsh words.
I believe we should also consult Maester Gerardus. Perhaps if he could see the king, he suggested.
Good to see you again. Now everyone, fake smile.
I have no doubt it was an act of the purest mercy, but tell me, for the king's suffering, did the maesters also prescribe the removal of Targaryen heraldry and the installation in its stead of various statues and stars?
The emblems of the Seven serve only to guide us on an uncertain path, to remind us of a higher authority.
And on the morrow, which authority will sit in judgment of my son's claim on his own inheritance?
Yes, I love this little game.
Oh, Luke, come on.
Alright guys, don't go too far, don't cause too much trouble. Who is that? Oh. That's Kristen versus... Now who can that be? An eye patch? Looks freaking badass. I know someone who lost his eye. And those boys should know that person has... Ooh, he is so freaking good. He actually owned Kristen. That's impressive. My prince. I think I know who it is.
Nephews? Have you come to train?
That was the look of a crazy person. He was scary. Yep, of course. He just looked at those kids.
The realm has enjoyed a long peace. A credit to the work.
Now what
of
do you
both
suggest,
Viserys and
Otto?
Viserys, but the threat of war looms and may arrive on our shores. When it does, will you want a child at the command of the greatest fleet in Westeros?
Well, I can see that it is tough for her as well. It's not easy to rule. You feel that, Alicent?
Princess.
Are we ready for this? Please be civil. I trust both of you. You both have class.
This is no fair proceeding. It is a trap. Set by the Queen in the Hand, I'd wager, to proclaim my son illegitimate.
Yet you did worse than that with Laenor.
That's difficult to come back from.
I'll make you an offer.
Ooh, interesting. The
Back
Godfather
next
is
May,
here.
And let us betroth Laena's children to mine.
A generous offer.
But I'm gonna have to decline it, right?
Or
Nope.
a desperate one.
What does it matter?
This is so important for them.
Bring my granddaughter with you to soften my resolve.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
But tomorrow the High Towers land their first blow.
Man, she is an experienced player. She reads the game pretty well. You would want her as an ally.
The Song of Ice and Fire, do you believe it to be true?
It's a yes or no question. Just give us the answer before you die. He's like, girl, can't you see? I'm dying. I don't have energy for this.
I thought I wanted it.
See? Here we go.
But the burden is a heavy one.
Yep, indeed it is. No one wanted to listen to Viserys in the beginning. My only child? This is kinda hard to watch. I feel bad for them, especially for the king. I always liked him, for some reason. He was a gentle person. Let's watch something else.
I want to have supper, Otto. It is the morning, Your Grace.
Tonight, the whole of my family are gathered at the Red Keep.
Oh no. I have a bad feeling about this. His last meal? His last supper?
Just arrange the supper.
He really is about to become Gollum.
The Crown will now hear the petitions. Sir Vaymond of House Targaryen.
Step forward, please. Let's hear your pitch.
I have spent my entire life on Driftmark defending my brother's seat. I am Lord Corlys' closest kin, his own blood.
Yep, that is true. So far, this is a very good pitch.
What do you know of Valyrian blood, Princess? I could cut my veins and show it to you, and you still wouldn't recognize it.
Ooh, wow, that's a burn.
Thank you, Sir Vaymond.
They've already decided. Let's be real here. Unless we get another big twist. This is your big opportunity.
Fast with some answer, I will start by reminding the court that nearly 20 years ago in this very...
What's going on now? Oh! Oh!
King Viserys of House...
And here is the big twist. Now, step down, Otto. The king is in the building. They're like, no, our plan. Our plan. You're ruining it all, king. Alright. He looks freaky in that mask. Just half of his face. But in one way, it's also a cool touch to the character design. She's like, come here, Papa. And he is doing it for her. How can you say that this is a bad king? Or a bad character? He is my favorite.
I said I'm fine.
Who is that? Yes, this is amazing stuff. We just needed that. It got even better. Yes, help your brother. You made it, Viserys. I'm proud of you. And I'm proud of you as well, Daemon. Some character development here. Rhaenyra might actually have been good for him. Let's be real about that. Their whole relationship is a bit dodgy, but come on.
The only one present who might offer keener
This is
insight
brilliant
to Lord
stuff.
Corlys' wishes is the Princess Rhaenys.
Okay,
It was ever my husband's will that Driftmark
let's hear it.
pass through Selenor to his true-born son.
Trueborn son. Wow, that is huge. Even Rhaenyra is like, I don't believe it.
As a matter of fact, the Princess Rhaenyra has just informed me of her desire to marry her sons Jace and Luke to Lord Corlys' granddaughters, Baela and Rhaena.
She's like, yeah, I did that for you.
You break law
Let's go back home then.
and centuries of tradition to install your daughter as heir.
But of course I would understand his position as well. He should be upset.
Not allow it.
Can you speak to him like that? I don't know.
That is no true.
Ooh, he actually said that. Did you see Otto?
Bastards! And she is...
Stay calm, kids. What did he say? Did you hear that? Am I imagining stuff?
Will have your tongue for that.
Oh my freaking god.
He can keep his tongue.
Disarm him!
And that dude is like, yes, I love this. I think that problem was solved then. I don't know if that was the best thing to do, but alright, it is what it is now. Now we're just gonna have supper. As if nothing happened. I'm not in the mood for food. Everything is so formal. How can this be enjoyable? I don't think it's meant to be enjoyable.
How good it is to see you all tonight.
Is this the last time we gather like this? Nope, don't take that off. Nah, we are about to eat. I lost my appetite.
My own face.
I don't want to say yuck.
No longer a handsome
That
one.
might be rude. But I don't know what else I can say. This might be worse than Golem. What do you guys think?
The crown cannot stand strong if the House of the Dragon remains divided. But set aside your grievances.
Too many egos.
Not for the sake of the crown, and for the sake of this old man, who loves you all.
I'm about to call him the GOAT so far. And I don't even care. For me, he is the GOAT. Even in this state, he speaks so much sense. He tries. Now it's up to you guys.
I wish to raise my cup to Her Grace the Queen.
That's the first step. I like that, Rhaenyra. In her father's spirit. Just what we wanted to see. Now it's your turn, Alicent. Come on. You can do it as well.
We have more in common than we sometimes allow. I raise my cup to you. And to your...
Yes. I wanted this.
You will make a fine queen.
Is this going too well? Can I relax now? Would that be a stupid thing to do? We still have some episode left. Nah, I'm suspicious. I'm not lowering my guard. No way.
I regret the disappointment you're soon to suffer.
Of course, these kids will start something.
All you have to do is ask.
They are about to take over the story. Isn't that where we are heading? Why are you standing up? You are a problem. Helena, I'm not having any of this. I want war. Today, at this table, I declare war upon all of you.
Prince Aegon and Prince Aemond.
Who do you guys prefer, Aegon or Aemond? I kinda like both of them, but for different reasons. One is funny and one is cool. Your turn, what will you say? And let's apologize for the eye, maybe. Nah. Something sad is about to happen. Look at him. He's like, this is the place. I can go in peace now. I kinda think he's dying, I don't know. And Daemon knows. Goodbye, King. What a freaking character. What if he's still alive in the next episode? Then I'll just give up. He'll never die. If that is the case. This dude is up to something, I'm telling you guys. Oh no. And here we go. Why is he laughing? That little kid. Maybe he should have apologized for the eye, as I said.
Come. Let us drain our cups to these 3 strong boys.
I dare you to say that again.
Why? It was only a compliment. Do you not think yourself strong?
Of course something would go wrong. He is loving this.
Wait.
Alright, Daemon. Stepping in like a father. This dude is dangerous.
It's best, I think, if we go back to Dragonstone.
Yeah.
Just arrived.
The kids. They are a problem.
Let me see the children home.
That might actually be a good idea.
The king and I would both like that.
Because right now, I'm mostly worried about the kids. They are very immature. All of them. Still.
It's been quite a night at the castle, Sims. Yes, lady.
What? Nope, it's not Daemon. What are you about to stir up? What if it's the wrong stuff? And they'll be like, you poisoned him. Cause that lady was up to no good.
What do you want it to do? If I believe it to be true.
You're talking to the wrong person right now.
What he saw in the north.
It's giving me goosebumps, but... The prince that was promised. Aegon. Jon Snow.
You are the one.
Alicent is so confused. And these words might have given her some dumb ideas. Cause the drama ain't over. No way.
I understand, my king.
Do you understand? And what exactly do you understand? If that is the case. What if that is Arya's knife? In the future. her dagger. Oh no. Yep, he is leaving this world. Reuniting with his true love. Wow. So, we had another time skip. Had to spend the first part of the episode trying to figure out who everyone was again. But we got there. The major thing that happened in this episode was the Corlys situation. Who should take over after him? Let's be real, I don't think he's coming back, judging from everything that happened. By removing Corlys from the story, they kinda removed the threat to Rhaenyra. I bet he wasn't cool with what had happened to Laenor. Anyway, as one generation makes peace, another one restarts the cycle of hatred. It was great to see everyone come together and have a good time. But of course, we should have expected something to go wrong. And I have to say, Daemon might no longer be the coolest character in the show anymore. My man Aemon had the biggest glow up ever. Can't say the same about his brother though. At least he's consistent, still acting like a complete creep. The Rhaenyra and Alicent drama started to bore me a bit. It got boring, so I welcomed this new drama with open arms. This should be great fun. Now, let's talk about the GOAT. The performance of the season so far, or what? The weakest character turned out to be the strongest. His heart is staying strong until the end. He kept it together as well as he could, as a gentle and sick person. And I don't mean sick as sick in the head. I think he might be my favorite king. He was not perfect, not at all. But his flaws made him interesting. Finally a Targaryen I respect. About the Vaemond situation. Well, his arguments were valid, but he played it completely wrong. That was not the way. He clearly lost the battle, but he could have won the war, if he actually was smart about it. And Daemon does what Daemon does. I'm personally not a fan, but no one else seemed to have a problem with it. So it is what it is, I guess. And I'm not sure what my man expected. Was that the dumbest thing a character has done? I think it's up there. Overall, this episode was a huge win for Rhaenyra. So I suppose the next episode will balance it out, and I'm not sure I'm ready for that. This show makes me love peace, or at least appreciate it. My favorite scene was the Last Supper. The speech was beautiful, and so was the music. And deep down, we all knew that something would go wrong. We just waited for the moment. That whole part is up there as my favorite from the whole season. I'd say that this was a slower episode, but with many amazing moments. In my opinion, it's an 8, or maybe that's a bit too harsh. Nah, I'll give it a 9. And the King's performance deserves a 10. No, but for real, I really enjoyed this episode. It was a great one. But anyway guys, that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this, then please subscribe and leave a like. I'd really appreciate that. Now take care and see you in the next one. Thank you for being a watcher. This channel is proudly powered by Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, uncut watch-alongs, exclusive reactions, or if you simply want to see everything before everyone else does, then for the price of a drink, you can unlock it all. Follow the link in the description for more information. And most importantly, thank you for the support.